Uh, Ding dong. Uh, this is Super Miner 64. And welcome to the Super Miner 64 podcast show where we talk about trending topics in the plush community, gaming, and life itself. Uh, so last week's episode was interesting, huh? We got. Uh, I'm going to attempt to do more episodes more frequently. Uh, because I kind of want to bring this back slowly. Uh, so this week we have PikaTyler on. Welcome to the show! Yay! That was my Kermit impression. Hi. Welcome.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Behind the Meme. Today, I don't know how to introduce myself, so that's all you're gonna get.
Hi, Tyler.
Hello,
Um.
Jack.
So, is this your first podcast?
Yeah, this is my first podcast. I'm probably gonna be fucking weird or whatever, but I mean that's probably what you guys came for,
Yeah.
or not. I don't judge. I don't judge.
Right. I don't know. How are you? How are you, dude? How are you?
I am good. I'm fine.
Okay.
I'm not terrible.
That's good. Um, I've just been working the fuck on this upcoming video. I don't know if it'll be out by the time this episode comes out because usually episodes come out like on Saturdays and Sundays. We're recording this on a Thursday. Um, I'm hoping this will be out by then, but if not, you can't know what it is yet. But uh, I've been working my fucking ass off on that video, so. But I know I think it's been about like, cause you released it the day after my birthday, right? You released your big video on
Oh
Sword
yeah,
and
yeah,
Shield,
the
right?
Sword and Shield review, yeah. Yeah, I released that was meant to be my first video, and it still kind of is, but
Right.
yeah, I just felt like uh, the introduction video, I wasn't meant to upload it, but I just felt like I just felt like I had to put it out there and shit.
Yeah. Um, I think with that video, I really appreciate with that video is that like I felt like for a very long time I was the only one that had live action shit in my videos, and I'm not the only one anymore. And that's
Yeah,
amazing. I
yeah,
love that.
I was primarily inspired by Scott the Woz because I
Yeah.
fucking love just to shill Scott the Woz for a second, fucking love that dude. I started watching him back in 2017. I think it was the console's last game video that just kept appearing in my feed. You know how you have those videos that just keep appearing in your recommended and you just click on it to make it go away.
Right.
Yeah, that was Scott the Woz for me. I watched it and I fuck I couldn't stop watching his fucking videos. Like Scott the Woz is like top three YouTuber for me.
Scott the Woz is awesome. I think I started watching Scott the Woz in 2017 too. It was like right before he started to like blow up. It was
Oh
like
yeah, like
immediately like right before. I think the first video I watched of his was The Internet and You. Like I think that was the first video I saw of his.
dude. Okay, like the internet news like a fucking masterpiece. I wish that was the first video I watched, but
Right.
dude, I love the internet news.
If I could do a video like that where it's just like a 40-minute sketch, you know? It's just
Back
like it's just like a 40-minute sketch and shit. I want to do something like that.
Yeah, back when I used to make plush videos, I wanted to make like a live action video kind of like that.
Mhm.
I still kind of want to now, but yeah, like the idea of doing something like that'd be cool. It's just I need friends for that, and I don't have any real life friends. Okay,
Right.
that's a joke. I do have some, but they would not be willing to film with me because they think it'd be awkward.
I think speaking of plush videos, I think the a thing that I noticed from you is that you only now recently decided to move on from plush videos. I just sort of like I noticed that because with me and everyone else in the friend group and all that, we quit like 2019. Like I quit in August of 2019. I was the last one to quit. Everyone else quit like earlier in 2019, but you more recently just quit. Like how was it like sort of like transitioning from making plush content to what you do now?
Well, you see, okay, like I'm gonna have to explain, like I'm probably gonna go off on a bit of a story here, but like I just gotta throw out the whole lore.
Yeah, go ahead.
Uh, okay, so like I started making plush videos back in 2016. It was sixth grade. I wanted to do it beforehand in like 2014. No, not 2014. That is fourth grade. I don't know why I mixed those two up. But yeah. One day in fourth grade, one of my friends, or like one of my friends at the time, for consistency, we're gonna call him Winkle, and you're gonna understand why. You're gonna
Okay.
understand why in a second.
All right.
So he was talking to me about this one plush video, and I was like, oh, like what's the channel called? And he's like, oh, it's called Super Mario Logan. Um, so then I went home, and the first video I watched from Super Mario Logan was of the it was Bowser Jr.'s second no, Bowser Jr.'s first grade part two.
Nice.
Yeah. And I fucking loved that video. Of course I was a dumbass kid, so I didn't understand like any of the any of the jokes, but like it was like one of the best videos I ever watched, and then I just went on a fucking Super Mario Logan rabbit hole.
Right.
Like but anyways, like after watching a bunch of his videos, I was like, okay, I want to do stuff like this. So then I wasn't like I didn't make a channel until 2016 in 6th grade. And I I finally did, and I plan to make videos with two other people, Winkle and this other person, we'll call him Richard. So we got Richard and Winkle.
Yeah.
And I was gonna make videos with them, and then like I was really excited to like tell that I made a channel. So I went up to Richard and I was like, "Hey, I made a YouTube channel." And then Richard, like, no fucking joke, he was like, "Oh, cool. Guess who's not subscribing?" Like he said it right in front of me, like right to my
Damn.
fucking face. So yeah,
Damn.
it was wacky. Um, so yeah, a little while after that, like I just kept making videos. I made some videos with Richard and Winkle, and yeah, it was fine. None of them went up on my channel. They were all on the other channel. Then
Right.
one day, like again, this was in sixth grade, and everyone in my school was like fucking loser. Like if anyone from my school is watching this video, first off, you're not, and also I'm sorry, but come on. But yeah. Um, so I brought like my Pikachu and my Charmander plush to school, and like just for a little bit, I left my plushes like by the swing set where Winkle was, and then I found Winkle was just throwing them, and like he was like doing stuff, and I yelled at him for it. I'm like, dude, and then at that moment, like that's when he was like, yeah, I don't want to make videos with you anymore. Like, what the fuck? Like even then that made no sense to me. Like, why is that the reason why he didn't want to make videos with me anymore? But it
Damn.
doesn't fucking matter anymore anyway. um but yeah, so like yeah, Winkle was out. I made some videos with Richard that did go up on my plush channel. um and yeah, and then of like Richard, he made a few videos that were like they were made to like be directed at me. Like there was one video he made where it was just him with like one of his plushes, and he was taught like of course he was in character, but it was clear that he was like trying to like hurt me in the process.
Right.
He was like, "I do not like Tyler and Junior, and I'm not gonna be in any videos with them in the future."
Damn.
Because like one of my characters in the in my plush videos was like me. So like,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. And then like I can't like this is kind of funny. So like every time we had one of our little quarrels, we would always go to the fucking school counselor, and the amount of times we went to the school, I'm 99% sure that school counselor fucking hates us now. Like they hate all of us for everything that we like, and it was all stupid shit, you know. But like, there were some times where like they like purposefully like there was one video that I remember very clear in my mind, where they were filming a video that was clearly made to like fucking diss me,
Right.
and it was Richard, and you could hear like Winkle was holding the camera, and I knew that because like you could hear his voice, and like Richard was like, "I hate Tyler, he's stupid, and he has Misha teeth," and this was in 2016. That was a thing,
Misha
and
teeth?
yeah, Misha teeth. Like you know how Misha has like he had like a really big tooth gap.
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of also have a tooth gap.
Right.
Because I haven't had braces yet. But yeah, and like at the end of it, Winkle was like good, like and like when like I went to the I went to school about this, like the principal, um, uh, Winkle had like a stupid fucking excuse. He was like, "Oh yeah, by the way, like I didn't get in on it until now. Like I did like," and he thought that that would like get him off scot free. Like he
Wow.
wasn't in it beforehand, but he was in it now, and that was stupid. Like that was fucking stupid. But yeah, fast forward a little bit. Um, I go to school one day, and Richard just fucking out of nowhere, him and some other kid, he's not important, so I'm not gonna give him a name. But yeah, Richard and some other kid, they come up to me, and then they start like making fun of me again. And then I go into class, and then like I tell the teacher, because I had the same class with Richard and
Right.
the other kid. So I went to the teacher and I was like, "Hey, can you like tell them to shut the fuck up?" Uh, and yeah, so like I think I'm not sure. I know Richard did get sent to the office at some point, but like I don't think it was like right in the morning. But yeah, at some point he got sent to the office. And then during PE, physical education for you non-American fuckers. I'm
Yeah.
just kidding. I love you guys. But yeah, he came back during PE, and he was crying, and that was really funny. But like that's really funny, and you want to know why? Because like every time like they hurt my feelings, because this was like a normal thing during sixth grade. They made me cry a lot, and that's it's partially because I'm a bitch.
Yeah.
Actually, okay, I'm gonna wind it back a little bit. At recess, Richard, Winkle, and a couple of other kids, they just kept fucking harassing me. Like they wouldn't leave me alone after I kept like I was yelling at them to leave me alone. Like I was begging them to like stop,
Right.
and they didn't until my future case manager at the time. I didn't like. For those who don't know, I have Asperger's syndrome or high functioning. I'm not actually aware of what I have because like Asperger's was recent, like it was put on the autism spectrum.
Yeah.
Some people say that I have Asperger's. Some people say I have high functioning. Whatever the case, I'm just gonna say I have high functioning for now.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I'll probably look into it more when I can like go get tested on my own again.
Right.
But yeah, for high functioning, like I didn't know I had high functioning autism at the time. Like that's really takeaway here. But yeah, my future case manager basically told them to go fuck off, and then they took me like they just took me away for recess. Then I had to go to PE. Richard got sent to the office as a result of this, so yeah, that's how he got sent to the office.
Right.
Um, but yeah, he came back. He was crying, and that was funny because I cried so much. They did nothing. They did absolutely nothing. Like none of the, like they didn't check on me. They didn't ask if I was okay. And when I asked them about it like a few times, I was like, "Why do you guys never care when I'm really upset?" And they're like, "It's because you do it all the time."
Oh.
Yeah. So like and like of course when Richard comes in and like he's fucking crying, like all of them start comforting him and I'm like, dude, what the fuck? Like But yeah, so then one of them gets sent over, and then they fucking threaten me. Like they like no balls. They threaten me. They're like, hey, you know what you did to Richard? And I'm like, what did I do to Richard? And he was like, you made him cry. And I'm like, yeah, I can see that, dude. Like he's a pussy.
Oh,
So okay, I didn't say that, but uh, and then this is like actual line he said. I beat you up right here, but there are people watching. So then
damn.
like after PE, I just go to the principal and I'm like, hey, this kid threatened me, and also Richard's being a little shit. Um, so yeah, kid who threatened me sent to the office. Richard sent to the office, and then yeah, basically after that, like uh the principal she basically apologized for like letting this happen. Funny thing is that same principal didn't do a fucking thing when I was getting bullied in the future. Like didn't even raise a fucking finger. No one did after that.
Right.
But yeah. Uh like basically after that school day normal, I went out feeling better about myself, and then this is what always gets me. Winkle and another kid, they filmed a video they filmed a video protesting to get Richard unsuspended because they thought Richard was getting suspended. Um
Oh, that's
uh
that's interesting. Yeah.
yeah, so Winkle made this other kid stand in front of the camera, and then he basically just said a bunch of racist shit, and like he talked about Trump, and he kept calling me white boy,
Oh,
and like he performed like a ritual, and he was wearing a sweatshirt of like my school as well at the time,
right.
and and like at the end, Winkle turned the camera around, showing the camera his face, and he was like, by the way, none of this was me. He's gonna get suspended. And then like camera gets cut.
Wow.
And the funny thing is, that video, after it was brought to the principal's attention, both Winkle and the other kid got suspended.
Wow. Well,
Richard didn't get suspended, but like the like I find that hilariously funny. I don't know why I said it like that,
yeah.
but
Especially
yeah.
because like they were wearing like one of them was wearing like the school like stuff on like the hoodie, right?
Yeah, yeah, and also they were protesting to get the kid who they thought was going to get suspended unsuspended. So yeah,
Did
that's funny.
did they have like signs and shit
No,
saying
they
like
didn't have
oh it's
signs. They
suspended?
didn't have signs, but that would have been fucking
That would
hilarious,
have been
dude.
funny, yeah.
But yeah, after I continued to make plush videos, of course. And I just kept making videos, and I only did it because I enjoyed it. I was a little fast forward to like 2019, I joined the Super Plushy Bros server,
Yeah.
and like that was like, okay, it's time to like make better videos, and it's time for my like it's it. I was like, okay, I think I'm gonna become a big plush tuber. I think I'm gonna blow up. Uh, fucking farce. Um, but yeah, I met like there were a few people on there. A few of them became they became close friends of mine.
Right.
Um, not gonna name names because I don't talk to them anymore. Um, but yeah, one of them became one of my best friends for a while, and one of them turned out to draw fetish art.
Wow.
But yeah, uh, I kept making videos, and it was fine. Like, and the people that I met, they helped, like, they voiced characters and stuff. Then move on to 2020, beginning of 2020. I started making videos, and I thought like my 2020 videos, they were like the best videos that I've made, or
Right.
like the best plush videos that I made, because they're plush videos, they're terrible.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a disservice to people who make plush videos, but like, yeah, uh, they were better. They were obviously much better because like I knew more about everything. I was still adamant about not using scripts because like throughout my entire plush video career, never used scripts, and I fucking hate myself for that because some of my friends they were like telling me that like, dude, you need to use scripts, dude. Like, fucking use scripts. Stupid dumbass, use scripts, you fuck.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I event like, of course, now I do use scripts for my plush video, or not my plush videos, my gaming videos.
Right.
But yeah, for plush videos, I'm gonna name drop some people here because like I still talk with them and like they deserve the clout.
All right.
Um, Jason, also known as Geek Films,
Yeah, he does
Fonto,
good stuff.
yeah, Fonto McGeek, Super Coin Block Bros, and Super Lee Plush Movies.
Hmm.
Those guys, first of all, if you're watching this, I love you, and uh, like they helped me a lot with like plush video stuff, like especially Jason. Like Jason was like really, like he was really like put like he was like me and him kept trading advice with each other. I helped him a little bit with like some of his videos, and
Right.
like me a little bit with some of my videos. I'm still kind of helping him with some of his videos, but
Yeah.
like I'm not like when I say that I don't mean like I'm co-writing or anything. I mean like I'm just like kind of sitting in the corner waiting for like when he needs me or something like that. But yeah, but like eventually plush videos just became fucking tiring to make.
Yeah.
Like I stopped enjoying it as much, and like yeah, like I was going back, like I was like, should I think I'm gonna quit. And also there's the fact that all the people that I used to make videos with, well not all of them, but some of them. Some of the people I used to make videos with, I don't talk to them anymore.
Right.
Uh yeah. And like I had plans for finales. I definitely did. Because like I ended off like right before I was gonna do episode 100, for like
Right.
the final 3 episodes. Because like I was hyping it up throughout the entire year. I was like, "Okay, guys, the final three, it's gonna be base." Um, that didn't happen clearly,
Yeah.
and yeah, I just decided to quit, and I wanted to move. Like I wanted to move on to gaming stuff, and I didn't have any of the equipment. Like I had an Elgato, but that was it. Like I had a MacBook that couldn't like I couldn't find out how it could run an Elgato, and even if it could, that Mac was fucked.
Yeah.
Um uh I also didn't have a good microphone. Well, I didn't when I made my Sword and Shield review. Obviously, that's fixed now because hopefully it's picking up audio from my Blue Snowball. But yeah.
Right.
But yeah, like now clearly I know what I was doing. I had to get a better editor because I used iMovie throughout my entire plush video thing.
Yeah.
Now I'm using Hitfilm Express, which is a really good editor. It's
Right.
really damn good. But yeah, I knew my first video was gonna be about Pokemon Sword and Shield, so then like I moved on to that, and yeah, the rest is basically history. I working hard on it, and yeah, now it's out, and yeah,
Okay. Two
thank you for
things.
coming to my TED Talk.
Yes. Two things. So going back to Jason and Coinblock, uh, I have no idea if you know what this is. Do you remember Super Plush Block?
Yes, I do. In fact, actually, Jason, Lee, and Jay and me, we were all thinking about starting up Super Plush Block again.
Really?
Of course, plans fell through because like I stopped making plush videos, and uh
So so that means we've
yeah.
definitely crossed paths before because there was an episode with me, LTI, and Howd, and I think
I don't
Lunar
think
as well.
I don't think I watched that one. I know that I only watched the one with like Luggo in it. And that
Mine was really bad. LTI's was fine and Howd's was pretty good, but mine was dog shit. Like it was basically like a minute long, and it was about like Mario and Luigi. Which first off, I don't even fucking use Luigi in my videos. He just showed up, and basically Luigi had like a VR headset, and Mario's like, "Hey, what's that?" "Oh, it's a VR headset," and he puts it on, and he walks around in VR, and that's the video. It just cuts
oh,
right after that. It's I have no idea.
that
With
sounds extremely enthralling.
yes, with Jason, I I was in I think I made a cameo in his Halloween video. It was like very late 2018, and I made a cameo as like a Koopa Troopa like worker at like the at like the costume store or something like that. But
Oh yeah, I watched that video. So yeah,
yeah,
we definitely
I was
have
in
crossed.
that. But here's a very interesting story with Jason. Uh, Jason was in the original Mario server, and so
Oh yeah.
he was in the original Mario server 2, not 2.1. Um, and I was offered to basically help him out on like as a voice actor, right? I was basically helping him out as like cameos and stuff. I believe that was the original plan. The only one I actually showed up in was the Halloween video. But he actually approached me one time for a green screen thing. He was like, "Hey Jack, do you have a green screen? Because I don't have a Rosalina plush, and I need it to be green screened in." I don't remember what video it was for, but it did eventually come out.
I think I have an idea for what that video might be.
Right. But basically, he needed a Rosalina plush to be green screened in, so he asked me. So I set everything up for to defend myself here. My green screen is very because I'm a tall dude. I'm like 6'6". I need a big ass green screen. So like I had to set everything up, and it took about like 15 minutes, right? To set not 15 minutes. It took like a solid like 5 to 6. But I set everything up, and I recorded the scenes with Rosalina, like walking in, standing around, looking around. And then he didn't. He was gonna use them later, but he ended up not using them, and he used a PNG of like the SML Rosalina like thumbnail instead. Like like on the SML thumbnails, like there's the PNG of Rosalina.
Yeah.
He ended up using that instead.
Oh yeah, I remember that. I fucking remember that.
That
That was
was that
hilarious.
was supposed to be my Rosalina plush, right there on screen.
That's funny. Like that's actually funny that Jason used a G instead of
And the reson why he didn't use it, I'm pretty sure he told me it was because
because he's
like
a bitch.
it
I'm just
that
kidding.
and he didn't have like he couldn't like figure out the lighting or something like that, or like I didn't have the proper lighting at the time apparently, so it didn't really look well. Uh, but it didn't like he just ended up not using them, which I could understand that. But later on, like he ended up like I was going to do, I believe I was gonna play a bully or something like that in one of his videos, but I ended up it, but like that was during when we were filming a really big like mildly intelligent video. I think that was during it was in 2019. It was when we were filming the Pokemon video. You probably won't you don't know what that is, but that's okay.
Yeah, I don't.
We were filming that really big live action video. Like I was busy for like half of the summer filming that, so I couldn't really do voice lines or cameos. I was gonna play a bully in one of his videos, but I never did. But I did end up voicing the worker or whatever. I think it was. I'm gonna try and look it up real quick. Okay, so it's Mushroom Kingdom Adventures Happy Halloween, and I have it. It's unlisted, but I have it in videos I'm in. I have a playlist of all the videos that I show up in. Right before that is Super Plush Block episode 7, and I was like the worker or whatever. Okay, second thing is I can relate to your big story. Um, I can relate to that because before I before I met like Justo and I met all of that in like summer of 2018, I really wanted to recreate the music video to All Star by Smash Mouth. Now, everyone in the server, everyone in that friend group can tell you I was fucking obsessed with All Star by Smash Mouth in like 2018. And I wanted to for my big magnum opus of all of that, I wanted to recreate the music video, right? And I tried to do that, and I got like all of my friends and shit, but none of them wanted to fucking do it. Like, none of them were cooperating. We ended up filming like 1/4 of the entire video, and then I ended up uploading it later that year, at like the very end of 2018, just as it is. But like, we ended up like we filmed twice. Um, one of the first filming day was it was like the opening where like he jumps on the car and shit, and there's all this. What ended up happening is everyone got bored really fast, obviously except me, because I had to take on the director role. I had no idea what I was fucking doing, so I had to like direct everyone, tell them what to do. They got fucking bored real fast, so half of them fucking just dipped. And like we ended up having to like film the other half on another day. But the other day was, first off, someone didn't even show up. So we had to call in someone else really fast to take over for that role. So it's just another fucking person. Um and we had to like we filmed like a solid like 30 seconds of that entire like thing, and it didn't even turn out that well. We ended up just going over to a friend's house afterward, and that's when I played Fortnite for the first time in like summer 2018.
That so it has a happy ending.
It was an interesting ending, but like
but yeah, like just to cut in here for a second, people can be fucking assholes, man.
Right.
I'm not gonna get into it here, but people even after that, people like go up to me and they pretend to like be like, oh, so people like I knew they were just doing it to be nice and like they actually fucking hated me.
Right.
And like I would just rather than be upfront like, hey, I don't watch your videos. That's it. I don't watch your videos. Or just like okay, don't tell me my videos suck because I was a really fragile person back then. I'm good now. I'm good now. I'm not a fucking snowflake. But yeah, it's people are fucking like they can be assholes, dude. Like seriously.
Right. The thing is, when it comes to YouTube, I have always been very, very vocal. The thing is, when it comes to differentiating me and everyone else in the friend group, I was always very, very vocal about it in school, and it was
I
good.
was the same fucking way, dude.
See,
like, okay,
the thing
okay.
Is, yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm cutting in again, but
You're
I just
good.
have
You're
to
good.
say this. I wish, like, going back, I fucking wish that I wasn't like I didn't tell people I made videos.
Yeah.
Looking back, if I was smarter or just a little bit smarter, I would have kept that shit hidden.
Right. The thing is, I did that all the time, even when I was still doing plush videos. I was fucking advertising the fuck out of my channel. That's how I hit 300 subs. I think that's how I hit 400, and that's actually how I hit 500 more recently. I just advertise the fuck right when I'm about to hit like a certain milestone. I just go fucking ham at school. And when it came to plush videos, it turns out, and I only just recently found this out like a few months ago. Well, back in like 2018, when like I was in like my late prime of making plush videos, I was advertising my videos, right? That's when I met Justo, and then that's where the side gig came up of Mildly Intelligent, which is basically live action sketches with friends in school, right? So that came with also when people were like, oh yeah, Mildly Intelligent is cool. I always just like chimed in a little bit. Oh yeah, and also the Super Mario 64 is pretty cool. just very quietly chime in like, oh yeah, Super Mario 64 is there too, and like there was in very early 2019, uh, our friend Dan, who is the person who made Mildly Intelligent in the first place, and all that, he had a TikTok, right? And do you remember back in like late 2018, there was a meme where like it was like gamers versus furries or something like that?
No, I don't remember that.
Yeah, well, basically that was a big thing back in like late 2018, and uh, what happened was he basically just fucking blew up from that. He just continued in on that trend, and he ended up blowing up in like early March, like February, March 2019, and we skyrocketed in subs. And I advertised. That's when I decided, hey, let's advertise the channel even more. So I did that. I made posters, hung them around the school for Mildly Intelligent, and then also
Oh
snuck in at the
man.
very bottom Super Mario 64. Because see, the thing is, um, I was proud of the Mildly Intelligent videos, but also I wanted people to sub to my channel because I wanted to hang on to the coattails of all of that, and I still do.
That that's fair. I plan to do that too with my video, like my plush channel. I'm glad I didn't though, because I would have fucking killed myself.
Right.
But
Apparently, I was I was bullied a lot behind my back in like late 2018 because of my plush videos. I didn't know. No one told me. But I only recently found that out in like summer 2019. Or not summer 2019,
oh,
like
oh,
summer
oh, I,
last year.
oh, okay, that's more sad.
Yeah. But like uh obviously when it comes to the plush videos, I would have told myself to shut the fuck up, especially
Dude,
like back
I
then.
punch myself in the face, dude.
But the thing is like starting like last year, I've realized that like I was actually really proud of the stuff that I'm making, especially with the videos I made back in like 2020. Like all of my 2020 videos, I'm proud of that shit. All of my videos this year so far, proud of that shit. I am more than fucking happy to fucking advertise those videos in particular because I'm proud of those videos. I don't cringe at those videos, and I want they're entertaining. I know people are entertained by those videos, and I'm that's awesome. And that's why I wanted to advertise them more. I knew that I wouldn't cringe. I knew that I wouldn't regret it because they're videos that I'm actually proud of per se. Videos that I wouldn't look back at several years and go, Jesus Christ, I actually made that. You know? And it's very interesting because I knew like I always had I always did that. I just threw away everything. I threw away all the negativity and I just kept fucking going. The thing is, I'm not going to mention them. I'm not going to name them, but I know other people that would immediately never do that. Never ever. They would never, not even with the stuff they make now, never tell anyone that they do videos. And
That's just a given. Like now,
right,
like
that's
to,
understandable.
to anyone out there who's like like is starting to make videos, don't tell people.
Don't tell people.
Don't tell people. It'll make
So
your life
dumb.
so much easier.
Mm-hmm.
Like just in general, like doesn't matter who. Don't tell your friends because like your friends, like I'm sorry, they might be cool, but they're assholes. They're
Right.
gonna tell someone.
They might be
They're
complete assholes.
like your friends. Doesn't matter if they're the nicest person on the planet. Doesn't matter if you've known them for so long. They're fucking assholes, and they're gonna like one of them is gonna slip up and tell someone.
Absolutely. I very occasionally the thing is and I'm still proud of this. This I don't regret because this is how I got 300 subs. What I ended up doing is very late 2018. in freshman year of high school, by the way. So this is high school. Um, there's this photography class, right? I was not in photography, and I saw that they were making little pins and shit that they just put on their backpacks. Or just put like the latest meme or like a picture of them and their friend on like a pin or something.
I
Put on their
think
backpacks.
I think I see where this is going.
So what I ended up doing is I ordered off of the internet 40, count them, 40 pins of like the Super Miner 64 like logo. That's on my banner and shit.
Yeah,
Printed them out.
and I think I heard this one. You sent it to the people in the friend group, right?
Right. I did that too. Handing them out, everybody in the fucking school. Everybody. And it worked. It genuinely worked. That's how I hit 300 subs. I don't
Oh my God.
that I don't regret. I was at like 200. I was at like 260, but I got like 40 subs over like the span of like 3 to 4 school days. It was the best thing ever.
Bitches, dude.
Right. It actually worked. That was when I didn't give a shit at all. Like, usually, like, if I could do that now, that would be fucking incredible. But,
Yeah.
like, it was, I don't know, I had, like, $30 to spare, you know, let's just spend $30 to get 40 fucking pins, you know?
Okay, one time, like in school, this is fucking stupid, and like I hate myself for doing this, but like I made like Pokemon cards, right?
Right.
Pokemon cards, like they got banned at my school like pretty early on.
Yeah.
So I thought it'd be cool to make TPV cards.
Oh.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And so I did this twice. Like once in like 7th grade and once in 8th grade.
Oh.
The first time it ended after people started printing their own counterfeit ones. And the second time it ended because this one kid who I could not fucking stand. Like this guy, this dude, to give you an idea of how much of a cunt this guy was. One time he said that if I killed myself, nobody would miss me.
Damn.
But yeah, he snitched to the principal, and like the principal, she didn't take him away right away. Actually, she didn't take him away at all. But like she warned us. She didn't do anything after that, but she warned us.
Right.
And I continued. The first time, like this time, it was actually kind of my fault because I crashed the economy. Yeah, I crashed the TPV card economy. We did it, people. We fucking did it.
Right.
I was considering bringing it back a third time in freshman year.
Really?
I am so fucking glad I didn't do that. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, COVID. Thank you, fucking. Okay, this was early freshman year. COVID didn't exist yet.
Right.
But still, I'm gonna thank you, COVID.
Because like the thing is, the second like when I quit plush videos, it was the summer of I was going into sophomore year of high school. Like it was in the middle of 2019 while I was making these cool like live action funny videos, I was still working on my plush series, right? That I had going. And what ended up happening is I realized, God damn it, I am going into sophomore year of high school. What the fuck am I doing? You know? I realized that I ended up, earlier that year, I ended up deciding to bring back, my well-known plush series, Bare Knuckles. I ended up bringing that back because of nostalgia, and, you know, I wanted to change things up a little bit. And that only ended up being one, like season 2 ended up only having one episode coming out, but I filmed the second one.
Oh, that's wacky.
Yes, it is pretty wacky. But I ended up, me and my brother, we worked on the other series that we were working on. It was a continuation of the story of my previous plush series that's not Bare Knuckles, which ran from 2015 to like summer of 2017. The last episode in 2017 was this almost hour long episode, like this finale. There was a giant fucking fight with all of the good guys and all of the bad guys just coming together. It's this big fucking fight. Luigi fucking sacrifices himself and dies. There's this
Huh.
entire funeral. It's kind of like Endgame when you think about
Yeah,
it.
it's Endgame.
It's kind of like Endgame. I never thought about that until right now. But big sacrifice. Luigi makes a big sacrifice, dies. There's this entire funeral, and then finally Mario fights Master Hand at the very end. They go to like a Mario goes to like another dimension, and like beats the fuck out of Master Hand, and he ends up time traveling back to the first episode, um, to make sure that those events never happen. You know, but in this new show, which I did from 2018 to like end of 2019, like halfway through 2019, it was an alternative ending where he just ended up accidentally going like 30 years into the future instead. So he ended up going to 2039. And like Peach was like queen, like Mega Man turned out being a bad guy and all this shit. And like it was this big thing. I was proud of it. Sam was proud of it. Nobody fucking watched it because they didn't see the old show. See, I didn't meet the friend group until like very late 2016. I first met Aduk. You've probably heard of Aduk.
Yes, I've heard of Ada.
I first met Aduk in very late 2016, and then I met 224 and Howd, and then like right when I met like LTI, One Up, and Bogwub and all that, that was summer of 2017. Right when the fucking
Wow,
last
what a
episode came
police
out.
lineup.
Right when the fucking last episode came out. In fact, that was the first time, like, I think I've asked One Up to do a lot of things in the past because I also edited on iMovie, but on my iPad instead of, I didn't have a Mac. So I couldn't do these big special effects things. So I asked One Up to do it because I saw One Up's videos, and One Up's videos were really impressive even back in 2017. So I asked him if he could do like a little like explosion thing, and he ended up doing it, and it was the fucking amazing. And uh, we ended up that happened later on. Uh, there's this big thing. It was where I got a lot of voice actors. Like I contacted. It was the first time I've ever contacted like voice actors, like professional voice actors. I got a Peach actress, but the thing is, uh, I have no, I highly doubt that she's listening, but if she is, oops. Uh, what ended up happening was I released the first episode and the second episode, right? Full of swear words. She's very like Christian, I want to say. And she's like, "Jack, what is this? Why are there swear words?" And I'm like, I don't know, cuz they're funny. And she's like, "Release new cuts of these episodes without swear words, cutting them out, or I'm quitting." And she was a good actress. So I don't know. I didn't do it for the first episode, but for the second episode, I had to remove a joke. There was this really clever joke. Like they're in the computer, right? They go to like a lab, right? And in the background, you can see the Pornhub logo on one of like the computers, right? It's
Oh man,
it's like
dude.
this drawn out. It's like I did paper like props and shit. So like there's just cut out like paper computer with the Pornhub logo on it, and she's like, blur that out. That's how I learned how to blur, by the way, because like she's like, blur that out. So I ended up having to not cuss for the entire rest of the show, which sucked. It sucked.
Oh
Because
man,
I
dude.
swear, I usually swore my plush videos, even back in like 2017. I didn't care. Nobody really cared. But because I didn't want to let the opportunity go, you know? Like, she's a good voice actor. I didn't want to let that go because I said fuck a few times.
Which is a
um,
stupid reason to leave, mind you.
right,
Saying fuck, like saying fuck in your videos. Like, come on.
right. I think. So, what ended up happening in the final 3 episodes, right? There was going to be this huge thing, there was going to be a lot more stuff. But right when it was like August, like July, and I go to my brother and I go, dude, I don't want to do this shit anymore. And I could tell that he didn't want to do this shit. He stopped like wanting to do plush videos since like 2017. I just sort of dragged him through like for the next 2 years. Um,
Sounds fun.
and he was like, thank fuck. So we ended up combining all of the plot points to the last 3 episodes. It was going to be a 10 episode series. We combined all of the plot points into the last 3 episodes into episode 7. And that was my last plush video ever, was the series finale to that. Technically not, because there's an alternative ending.
Man,
Um,
I didn't even get to do a season finale because like I was just done. Like I was fucking like I had an idea
right.
for it. Like I'm just gonna go over like my final like plans
Right.
like here because like never before heard Tyler plush videos leaked ending, guys. But yeah, uh my it was like I was building up to like an evil like every plush video is connected. Like I was building up to something like that,
Right.
and like there are different like realities and stuff, and like so I was gonna build up to like there's an evil Luigi who was introduced in an earlier video, and he was gonna like become king of like a dimension. Like he was basically gonna take control of a dimension and turn it into the Luigi dimension.
Right.
It's basically like a Rick and Morty episode.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, so Luigi goes there. He gets invited to go there, so he goes there, and then like he asks for directions to or like he tries to like find his way around. He gets captured because he's the Luigi that they're looking for.
Right.
Then he builds a team of a bunch of Luigis from across multiple realities, and he tries to rebel against King Luigi. One of the Luigis dies in the fight, and eventually there's a big battle. But then there was another episode that was going to come out, but it got canceled. It was that episode was about cocaine and drugs. Yeah,
Really?
and at the end, yeah, and at the end of the episode, because it was like a cop based episode, so like the cops at the end of the episode they got promoted to being like intergalactic cops or whatever.
Hmm.
Um, so yeah, they come in and like they come in clutch basically, and like they take evil Luigi away to execute him or whatever. I don't know. Um, so yeah, after that, my Luigi goes back to his reality. However, be in an earlier episode, this episode right here, I'm talking about episode 99 now. In
Right.
episode Back in episode 46, Bowser dies. Like Bowser dies. There's a character Helton. He's a Squirtle. He's stacked like Luigi's the one who was supposed to die, but Helton like pushes him out of the way, and Luigi dies, or Helton dies in the process.
Right.
Um, but there's like a little black ring of paper, like a little paper black ring that's like around Luigi's arm, and like I made it so like it gradually grew bigger throughout every video that Luigi was in from that point forward.
That's kind of
And then
cool.
yeah, and then like in this video, that's when like it was supposed to break free. and it was gonna corrupt Luigi, and that's what turned evil Luigi evil. Because evil Luigi is from a reality, like he's from, because like in an earlier video, uh, I'm gonna say that quite a bit here, but
Yeah.
in an earlier video, um, basically the main characters they fucking like they destroy their original realities, so then they move to a new one, pretty much Rick and Morty style. And
Right.
in that new reality, the Luigi of that reality, he was basically corrupt. He basically he became corrupted
Right.
by the energy, and that's what turned him evil. However, in another episode, which took me so long to make, I'm still fucking proud of that episode. Like genuinely, that episode, I fucking love that episode. Like looking back, it's not gonna win any awards or anything because it's a fucking plush video, but I'm really proud of it.
Right.
Um, but yeah, uh, uh, the Luigi from the old reality, or like yeah, from the original reality. Like he basically just like goes like he like moves to the new one with everyone because like the only characters that like made the move to the new reality were Bear, Link, actually no, not Link, Bear, Tyler, um Bowser Jr. and yeah, I think that was it. Yeah, that's it. I think there was someone else, but they're clearly not important enough for me to remember them.
Yeah.
Uh, but yeah, Luigi, he just uh like the evil Luigi was a part of the new reality. Then he becomes evil Luigi, goes away. Now he's executed. The Luigi from the original reality, he wasn't corrupted until episode 99, which was supposed to happen. So then he gets corrupted, and there was supposed to be like a big battle between Luigi and Mario where they both fight each other, and like they both like they. It's basically the episode is basically just a huge fight scene where they both fight each other. Like it was gonna be like they switch power ups like mid battle, like and like it was meant to be like really action heavy. Um, and then at the end of the episode, Mario realizes that the only way to stop Luigi is to kill him, so he jumps off the fucking bed. Don't ask. He jumps off the bed, breaks Luigi's fucking neck, and I'm just realizing how fucking metal that video is supposed to be. Like, holy shit, dude! like,
Right.
like my 2020 brain was on some other shit, dude.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was supposed to end with Bowser because like the black energy that was supposed to be Bowser. Because like Bowser basically planted a seed inside of Luigi. That sounds very sexual. But yeah, he basically like was waiting for the moment to like where he could like take over Luigi and evil Luigi. That's basically what happened with evil Luigi. Bowser took over evil Luigi, but evil Luigi overpowered Bowser. So now like, and evil Luigi basically he's bad now, but he like basically like I know this doesn't make any fucking sense, but like yeah.
Yeah.
Uh, and then the Luigi from my reality, uh, he Bowser basically breaks free. He comes back and then he basically beats the shit out of Mario. Episode cuts. Episode 100 picks off right from where that left off. I'm gonna go more in depth here because this was the most fleshed out one.
Right.
Uh, so yeah, it ends with Mario getting launched out of the bedroom, which was where the last video took place. Launched out of the bedroom, door locked, and then Bowser jumps out the window to go to the backyard, which is where all the bad guys live. Don't ask.
Yeah.
Um, then someone who was thrown up on top of the like the highest shelf in my room in like an earlier episode. He finally like finds a way to go down, and he tries to like he basically tries to take on Bowser's army. Um, so then Mario wakes up, and then everyone's like, "Dude, what the man?" Like, and then Mario basically explains Bowser's back, and like we need to prepare or whatever. And then like
Right.
meanwhile, Luigi, because like okay, there was basically like a plot point earlier on, where like when every plush in an imagination dies, they go to a place called Deadland. Very creative name, I know. I'm a master,
Yeah.
and yeah, Luigi he goes there. He meets up with Helton, who he had a vision of in in an earlier episode, which is how he knew that Helton, still existed. But yeah, he meets up with Helton, and then they go on an adventure through Deadland, and like it's basically an A/B plot from that point.
Right.
Mario and crew prepare to fight Bowser. The person on top of the shelf, his name was Louie, and he was a Trico, the Pokemon. He gets captured by Bowser. Then eventually, Mario he goes up to the door, and then he has a vision of his father. Again, don't ask. And then at that point, that's when everyone else, like most of the other people, they go up to him, and they're like, "Hey, we're with you," or whatever. And then that's when like Bowser's army fucking ambushes them. But then, like in the B plot, Helton and Luigi, um, they they find a way to get back because Luigi had a 1-up mushroom on him.
Right.
So like he could come back. Um, but when he learns that Helton could technically come back because Helton was a kid at the time.
Mm-hmm.
Helton could technically come back. He wants to give Helton another chance at life, but then Helton's like, dude, you can literally go back. But then Luigi ends up pulling him and Helton through the portal, and then they basically both share a body from that point forward, or like they become like combined with each other,
Huh.
and then Helton and Luigi. I'm just, like they were like when combined they were gonna be called Hell Luigi, but that like now that I think about it, that sounds really 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 fucking stupid.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, now that they were combined, they were gonna like come through the portal and end game style. People from characters from a bunch of different imaginations were gonna come through, and then like they were basically gonna help the heroes. Yeah, end game style. A bunch of characters were gonna have events with each other. Bowser was gonna like eventually realize he can't fight him, so he retreats, and then the intergalactic cops come in clutch again, and then they're about to take Bowser, but then Bowser basically fucking he leaves, and
Right.
then the the episode was originally gonna end in a different way, but when I started considering making plush videos, it's like I feel like this ending works better, because uh it basically was gonna end with like me, Tyler, the Pikachu, like the character.
Right.
He was gonna like he was like gonna leave, and then everyone's like, "Where are you going?" And he's like, "I don't know," but like it was basically like an analogy for I'm done. It's not a forever, but it's a right now or whatever. Like I'm gonna leave for right now, but I might be back someday
Yeah.
for the channel. So yeah, um, of course, none of that shit happened because I stopped making videos. As soon as I made my Pokemon Sword video, I nuked my plush channel. Like playlists gone. Everything is unlisted. The only way you can find the videos now is if you have the direct link. And very few people have the direct link. And the reason I did or the reason I did that is because well for one, I don't want that to be like my legacy or whatever. Like I don't want that to be like brought up and like they're like, "Hey, you used to make plush videos." Okay, like I yeah, okay. That's actually quite stupid because I bring up the fact that I make plush videos and some of my other videos on my channel, but yeah.
Right.
Basically, and also I did a lot of shit that I really shouldn't have. Like I was a dumbass. Like
Yeah.
I still am. But yeah, I was a dumbass. I did a lot of shit that I shouldn't have, and I feel like just getting rid of it was the best way to do. Also, because I know people would hold everything against me. So
Oh.
yeah.
See, the thing is of my channel is I have a very unique situation where I still have most of my plush videos public. The only like plush videos that I don't really have the only like videos in general that I don't have public is like 80% of my videos from 2015 and 2016 I fucking despise. They're the worst of the worst. They're the cringiest shit, especially like very like just 2015 in general. Jesus Christ. Like there's just so much that I look back at and I go, Jesus, what the hell did I do? Like, was I on crack? You know, like, it's just like, I can't handle those. So those get either unlisted or privated. But with series, especially, oh shit, with series, I kept all of my series public. So I have 3 series. All of them went, two of them, one 9 episodes, one 10 episodes, technically 11, and one 7 episodes. All of those are still public, along with like any behind the scenes or like something like that. And then like a, a very few one-off videos, because I mainly just stuck with series. I never really did one-offs. That wasn't really my thing. Those are still up, I think, but like I wanted to keep them up because it just felt weird. I knew like it would have just felt weird if they were on private, if they were unlisted, because I know it's a very small percentage, but I know people still watch me. Like, people still know me for plush videos, and honestly, I'm fine with that. Like, obviously, not in school when I'm about to be a fucking senior next year and people are gonna
Clearly.
walk up to me and go, "Oh, hey, you still push videos, right?" That I won't want. That I don't want. That would suck.
I don't think anyone would want that except for like the big name plush tubers, but they don't have
Right.
lives.
But like, when it comes to like online, it's very rare, but I very occasionally get people on my comments that go, "Hey, I saw you, I know you from Bare Knuckles," or "Hey, do you remember the Plush people?" or "Do you remember the Plush Alliance?" Those were collab channels that I was in previously. Like, people still stumble upon my channel from my old Plush videos, especially because of Bare Knuckles. Bare Knuckles is a very big a part in my channel, and that's why I'm making a whole ass fucking documentary on it.
Yeah, see, the thing is, for my plush videos, like, like, they're all unlisted. They're not deleted. I have the password for my old channel, so,
Right.
if any of the boys, like, they feel, like, they feel a little risky, they want to take a look at my past, or, like, I one day feel like I want to, unleash the Disney Vault or whatever,
Yeah.
I can always, like, make them public again. I don't see myself doing that for a while at least because, well, I think you probably know why.
Right.
But yeah, like in terms of like videos that I'm doing now, of course I did the Sword and Shield review, and like like I'm proud of that video. Like
Yeah.
I know it hasn't I know it hasn't been out for a while, but I'm really proud of how that video turned out, and like to
You
go
have
like
you have every right to be. That video was fucking awesome, especially like because it's your first video. For a first video, that video is fucking awesome. I
yeah, like
I could
okay, like
definitely tell
honestly,
you've really put a lot of time into it.
yeah,
And
like okay, not to suck my own dick here or anything, but like I'm really, really, really proud of how like the like not how it came out, but I'm also proud of like the reception because
yeah.
it's not anything amazing, but it's something, and that makes me extremely excited for the future. Of course, it could just be a fluke, and I'm never gonna take off, but to be a little optimistic, um, in terms of future projects, I know like in terms of future projects, I'm gonna do more gameplays like that 3D World video I did with Jay, also
Mhm.
known as Supercorn Block Rose.
Yes.
For the stupid people who forgot,
Yes.
um, uh, I want to do more meme edits too, just for shits and giggles.
Yeah.
Uh, I want to do some live action stuff, and of course,
Ooh. Yes. Yes, yes.
yeah, or like just live action skits, like not like videos. Of course, I'm still gonna do live action stuff in my reviews.
Right.
Uh, Also, yes, I'm doing more reviews. Definitely, that's a
Yes.
given. I want to do this one series where like I basically like I put out like my hopes and dreams for like future games in a franchise. Like I want to do like a video where like what I want in like a new Mario Kart or whatever. I know it's been done to death, but I mean,
That's kind of
I'm still
cool.
gonna do
I want to see that. You should do that.
it. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. Um, and uh, part of me one day, probably never gonna happen, but one day, I think I might want to finish off my plush series.
Ooh. See, I've had very like the thing is I've never once done a movie and I have a script for it that was done way back in 2017. I wrote it, Aduck wrote it. It was only very recently last year. Do you know the site Poison Mushrooms Critique? I don't know if you know
No, I
what
do
that
not.
is, but it was made by Super Mario Plush Party and Ian, and it's basically Rotten Tomatoes but for plush movies, right? And this whole thing. Last year, I just binge watched every single movie on that site, and there were a lot. And then I also threw in some of my own because at the time, EMB was throwing a huge hissy fit and whatever, so he had all of his movies privated, so I couldn't see those. But like, I that sort of like inspired me to take a look back at that script. It's dog shit. It's absolute fucking dog shit. And I knew like if I did that back in 2017, it would have 100% flopped because I could tell that it would have required a lot of green screening, and I didn't have that. I didn't have the technology to do that. But like if I could ever return to plush videos, and I don't plan on doing this anytime soon, it would be some sort of movie,
Yeah,
probably.
yeah, someday, because like at some point back when like in 2020, when I thought I was gonna be doing plush videos, like for much longer than I was, like I thought that I was gonna be like posting the final 3 episodes this year. Ha, no. But yeah, uh, I think if I were to finish off my plush series, it would be like the actual TPV movie. Because like the original TPV movie was gonna be very different. It was gonna be like, well, okay, I don't really want to say it because it's kind of stupid.
Yeah.
And but yeah, this new TPV movie would basically be me taking the 3 big episodes, combining them together with some extra scenes and like some more other shit. Of course, I'm gonna have to retcon some stuff.
Yeah.
Uh, but yeah, it's basically just gonna be the finale that I needed. Probably not gonna do it. Might never happen. Might happen, but probably not. Uh, but yeah, in terms of projects that I'm doing, that's pretty much it. I actually am currently scripting a review, not obviously while we're doing the podcast, but
Right.
I'm scripting the next review. Um, I'm just gonna say it because like I've said it everywhere. It's gonna be about Mario vs. Donkey Kong Mini Land Mayhem. I
Yeah.
fucking love that game.
I saw you were streaming that. It was a very long time ago. I think it was in the Lego server, but like,
It was like a few weeks ago, I think.
yeah, I saw you were streaming that. So I knew you were working on that.
Yeah, and then after that, um, I'm gonna do a Piku Niku review.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've heard of the game Piku Niku, but it's fucking
No.
great. Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest. I have no idea what the fuck that is.
Then I'm gonna do Parappa the Rapper.
Okay.
Then
Okay.
the original Doom.
The original
And then
Doom. Okay.
yeah, the original Doom.
Right.
And then you're probably gonna see this one coming because everyone in the friend group makes fun of me for it, but fuck them. Friday Night Funkin', dude.
Oh my god.
Fuck those guys. Friday Night Fun, like, okay. I know we've been talking about plush videos and YouTube for this entire podcast, but
Yeah.
if you haven't played Friday Night Funkin', anyone watching this, you haven't played Friday Night Funkin', play the fucking. It's good. It's very good. Good music. The gameplay could be improved on. I know it's just a rhythm game, but damn it, Emma, I'm gonna die on this hill. Friday
Yeah.
Night Funkin' is like one of the best rhythm games I've ever played. Of
Yeah.
course, I haven't played a lot of rhythm games, but I will support them on Kickstarter. Fuck my channel. Don't subscribe to my channel. Support them on Kickstarter, dude. Support the funkin' devs on you better funkin' support them. You too, Jack. You better funkin' support them.
All right. All right, Tyler. The
Okay.
the thing is, I I know you have like you have very big plans for your video because I know a while back you're doing the same sticky note thing that I do, and that's cool.
I do.
That's
I do.
cool. I'm glad that I've
Although,
left an influence on you with that.
yeah, although I'm it's like I'm looking at it right now. Most of the like a lot of the sticky notes have fallen off because like all the walls in my room are like really moist,
Right.
or like they're kind of moist, like they're a little moist, so like the sticky notes like they fall off after a little while. So
Right.
I need to stick them back on, but like yeah, I there's a fucking whole lot of shit on there. Actually, like holy fuck, dude,
So
that's a lot of videos.
So, for context, if you don't know what we're talking about, in May of last year, I coined an idea. It was called the video wall, and it documents my progress of making videos. So, on the first one, it's the idea. It's where I have all these ideas of videos that I just come up with on the spot. Like, I'll be in a fucking call with friends, right? And then all of a sudden, boom, there we go, new video idea, slap it on the wall. On so far, there's 8 fucking videos on the idea board. Currently writing is when I'm scripting the videos, right? So two videos are on there. One is for a video that I haven't done. I was going to do it instead of another video, but it's just a script that's in the background. And next month's video, which I just started to work on that script. Filming is where, okay, I'm done with the script. We gotta film these live action scenes, right? On there is the documentary, because the script is done for that, so that's just where it is. The newest Mildly Intelligent video, which has been here for almost a year, and the 500 sub special, which the script is done for that. Editing is one video. That's where, okay, time to edit. That's one video, which is supposed to be this month's video. Big video. It's been, that sticky note has been on there since November, and I can't explain why until afterwards. And then finished, finally, is the 3 videos I put out this year. Vib Ribbon, the Jack Ross video, and the Animal Crossing video. And I think you have something similar to that, right, Tyler?
Yeah, like there's like I want like the ideas column, or like it's 4 rows wide.
Right.
Or, yeah, it's 4 sticky notes wide at like the top, like horizontally 4 wide, and like I want to say it's like 2, 3. It's like 8 vertically. So yeah, that's a lot of videos.
Right. What
Um
I have on like the complete opposite side of like my room, um I have last year's videos on a different section on like a completely different uh like wall, you know.
I see.
Uh so like I have all of last year's videos starting in like May. And like obviously like there's everything, like there's a Sonic video, Muppets, best of Christmas, Mario 64, etc. And I've been doing that since like May of last year. And I think like the only like videos that have remained from last year are, it's actually one video, and that is Sound of Sonic Part 3, because I wanted to do a Part 3 to Sound of Sonic. Because the first one I did was like the classic Sonic games 1, 2, 3, Knuckles. I didn't do Chaotix, I forgot Chaotix. And the second one, which kind of sucked, which was like the Adventure era. And then the third part would have been Sonic 06 onwards. But I felt like the second video kind of sucked, but the first one was really good. So it's just sort of there. It's been on the idea section for like almost a year, because I put all 3 of them up on there at the same time. But yeah. I don't know. There's a lot of like ideas that like I guess could work. Like I hinted at it in the Vib Ribbon video, but I will eventually do a video on Conquer. Um that's on the idea board. Um there's there's an idea that I just came up with last night. I, it's so far in the podcast, I don't really give a shit anymore. Um, a video on It's Always Sunny and why it's the best fucking show of all time. You know, or something like documenting somewhere in those lines. You know, I have no idea when that's gonna fucking come out, if at all. But I just come up with ideas in the spot sometimes that could actually work, and then I actually consider them, and I go, yeah, okay, that could work, and then I think of specific bits or something, like the dummy in the Mario 64 video. We got the dummy for the mildly intelligent video that we're filming right now. There was gonna be a shot of me throwing someone off of a cliff or something like that, right? And we filmed that scene, and then I thought, what if I use it for one of my videos? And that's where I coined the idea for that entire end bit with me fighting Mario. But I just come up with the ideas for the bits while I'm in the idea phase as well. Yeah.
Yeah, man, we both need to get a life.
Yeah. Totally. How long have this is already gonna be the longest fucking episode. I think we've been going on for
Let's
almost
go! We broke a record, yo!
I think we've been going on for almost an hour and 30 minutes. That's usually it's over right at the dot, usually an hour. I think the longest episode before that was One Up's. One Up had, or no, it was Howd. Howd's episode was an hour and 8 minutes, and then One Up's episode. Oh no, it is One Up. One Up's was an hour and 13. So we have definitely beaten that record. Congrats.
I'm king now, fuckers.
And congrats to anyone who has listened so far.
Yeah.
I think
if you've listened this far, you obviously don't have a life, man.
You're a champ. You've listened to our struggles.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Tyler, my friend, what do you have to plug?
We're not friends.
what do you have to plug, pal?
Go subscribe to my YouTube channel, PikaTyler. Follow me on Twitter, PikaTyler, but instead of an I, there's a 1 because someone took the fucking PikaTyler at. Right. To whoever did that, I'll never forgive you. Follow me on Instagram as well. It's PikaTyler. Come by my house. Support Friday Night Funkin' on Kickstarter. Please do it now. And give me your money. Just drop it off near the unmarked bin at Arby's.
Yes.
What Arby's you're asking? You'll just have to fuck yourself in the big apple.
All right. So, what I like to do is I like to advertise everything that I have in store in less than a minute. So I'm gonna try doing that. All right, 3, 2, 1. All right, so Twitter is sillyjacko64. If you're listening to this on Spotify or Apple Podcasts or all of the streaming services you can listen to this to, subscribe to my fucking YouTube channel, Superminer64, and also JWiz, because that's probably where the YouTube version is. If you're watching this on YouTube, go listen to it on a streaming service, because you'll be cooler that way. Instagram is official_Superminer. Check out Mildly Intelligent, new video coming eventually. Hopefully, and God I hope so, new video should be out sometime. Either it'll already be out by the time this comes out, or it'll be out very, very soon. You're gonna get a kick out of it. Yeah, don't do drugs. Wear a mask. I don't fucking know. Tyler, do you have anything else to say?
Don't get COVID because I think I might have COVID.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, that's wacky, dude.
That'll be it. See you next week when we might have someone else. I don't fucking know. See you later. Bye.